Continuation video of Python. In this video, we'll discuss about conditional statement in Python. So we'll open VS Code. In VS Code, just I need to create one more file. Need to create one more file. Conditional dot conditional statement html dot ipynb Jupyter notebook. Okay, and make sure that your environment is your kernel is selected. Already I have created the environment. Just select this one, and you add the code shell to execute Python code. Okay, so today we'll discuss about the conditional statement. Conditional state conditional statement. In conditional statement, what is the conditional statement? In Python we have if Elif, Elif, nothing, but nothing. It's a shortcut of the else if. Okay, if else Elif. These are the conditional statement in Python. If, else, and Elif. Okay, so one by one we will discuss. Okay, uh, suppose I want to take action according to the condition. Okay, so in that case, conditional statement are used. Okay, so for an example, just age assign 16. Age assign the value 16. And now we need to check if age is greater than 18, then colon sign. And in the conditional statement or looping statement, we need to focus on indentation. Okay, so suppose if this condition is true, okay, here this is the comparison operator. Comparison greater than is the comparison operator, already discussed in the previous video. The conditional comparison operator, everything I have already discussed, so we'll use here in conditional statement. Okay, and make sure you have already seen the video of indentation, because in Python there is no concept of curly braces. Okay, uh, we just make uh, the block using the indentation. Okay, so if age is greater than or equal to 18, then colon, what we need to do, just print eligible to vote. Okay, otherwise this when the condition is true, then this all the statement whatever write in this indentation, that will be executed. Then when age is greater than 18, then this line only I want to print eligible to vote. And if this condition is false, if this condition is false, then we don't need to print anything. If this condition, I will discuss else block also, but for the if this condition is true, if this condition is true, then I want to print this one. If this condition is false, then nothing will be printed. Then currently what we have in the age variable, we have 16. Then 16 is greater than 18, the condition is false, so print nothing. Okay, so you can run using the shortcut shift plus enter, or you can press here the execute shell to execute shell. Okay, nothing is printed. Why? Because this condition is false. This condition is false, though, so this line is skipped because this condition is false. This is the conditional statement. When the condition is true, then this statement executed. When the condition is false, then this statement is skipped. And suppose this is, I have just replaced 16 to 18, and now what happened? Age is 18, and if age is greater than or equal to 18, means this condition is true because age is 18. Age is 18. 18 is greater than or equal to 18. Age is equal to 18. That's why this condition is true. This condition true. Then this line will be printed. Okay. So when we run, then that will printed eligible to vote. Okay. This is the if conditional statement. Okay, now we'll discuss if else both in a single example. What happened? Suppose if the if condition is true, then this line will be executed. If the if condition is false, then this line is skipped, nothing printed. So in the else case, I want to handle else case also. Suppose this condition is false, then I want to give some message. Okay, then in that case we will use else statement with if. Without if we can't do, with else only. Okay, if and else we can use if separately, but we can't use else separately. Okay, we need to use if else both. If you want to use else, then if is mandatory, but if you want to if, then else is not mandatory. Without else we can write if, like that you already shown in first example. This without else we can write if, but without if we can't else, because okay, you will see else example. Okay, so age is 18, suppose. Okay, and I want to make the condition if age is greater than or equal to 18, then what happens? Just colon sign, then print eligible for vote. Else else you want to just if this condition is true, then this line is printed. Else, so I want to write here else not eligible for voting. Okay, just not eligible for vote. Okay, now what we'll see what I have written. If the age assigned age with 18, and write the condition if age is greater than or equal to 18. If this condition is true, then whatever statement is written in this indentation, that will be executed. Okay, this is the if block. Whatever the line written in this indentation means the line character is starting from here, the all that will be executed. Okay. Now, if the condition is true, if block is if this if condition is true, then this if block will be executed. If this condition is false, then in that case this is skipped and this else block will be executed. Now we have age I have assigned 18. That means age is less greater than or equal to 18. That means this condition is true. Then eligible for vote is printed and skip this statement. This is the default statement. When all the if block no, false means all the if condition is false, then else block will be executed. Now what will happen? Eligible for vote will executed in this case. If the age is assigned 17, then in this case 17 is greater than or equal to 18. 17 is greater than or equal to 18. This condition is false. So this is statement if block is skipped. If condition the if condition is false, that means this line will be skipped and else block will be executed. Not eligible for vote. When we execute, not eligible for vote. This is a if example. This is a else example. Now we'll see elif also. So another create another cell here, right here, cell elif. Elif is nothing that is like else if in C, C++, C sharp. Okay, so is equal to 13. Okay, now first condition, if age is less than or equal to 10, then I want to print minor or child. Just print child, whatever you can print, no problem. Just I am printing child. If age is less than or equal to 10, then in that case just print child. Right. Elif, another condition, that is else if age is less than or equal to 17, then print minor. Okay, and last case else print adult. I have given this condition. If age is less than or equal to 10, then in that case, this will be executed child. Elif, I have written from here because if this condition is false, then this line is skipped and this condition will be checked. Age is less than or equal to 17, then in that case, minor printed. Else, if both the condition is false, then in that case, this line will be executed. Okay. Currently, what happened? Age is equal to 18. Then age is less than or equal to 10. That is false. Age is less than or equal to 17, that is false. Now else will be executed, that means adult. Just run it, adult printed. Now I have assigned the age 17 and run again, then minor is printed. Now I have assigned the age 10, then print child executed. Okay. If this condition is true, then this statement executed. Otherwise, this statement executed. If age is less than or equal to 17, then this statement. In the if both the statement if and elif both are wrong, then in that case, else will be executed. When I want to run another line, then print here. Suppose child one more time I want to print child two times I want to print. When the first condition is true, then I want to print two times child. Okay. And to print, just follow the indentation. That's why I'm printing two print statement uh, to focus us to focus on indentation to so that I'm printing two times this child two time using two print statement to so that you can easily understand the indentation concept in Python, because there is no any flower braces, no curly braces for the block statement. So you need to follow the indentation. Okay. If block is executed, this block, if condition this condition is true, then what after colon, whatever the statement come under this line, okay, and follow this started from here, all the line will be executed after if condition true. And in this case, else if, when this condition is true, then this line will be executed, and I want to print one more time this one, then just print here. If you print here from here, then what happened? If this condition is true, then this printed. If this condition is true, then this one printed. And this condition is false, then this line will be executed. Okay. If you printed it from here, that's why. If this is true, then both the two line is printed. If this line is, if both are false, both the condition are false, then in that case adult is printed. Now what we will print, this condition will be true, so it will print two times child. Okay. If this one is 17, then two times print minor. Okay. Just execute two times minor. If that is 18, then two times adult will be printed. Execute this two times adult. So I think you understand the if else elif, and you can write the nested if else also like that. Just use the program. Mm, print even, odd, or negative number. Just I am giving the example to print even, odd, or negative number with the using this conditional statement. So suppose we have a number num n, assign the value 10. Okay. Or just user defined number I want to take. Okay, from user input I want to take a number, so just take the number from user. Just I have taken using the input function. Already I have discussed input function, so you can use input function to enter the number from user. Okay. So just enter a number. Okay, just enter the number. And I want to, because using the enter function, this will enter the number, whatever the number is inputted by the user, that number is by default string. So I will convert using the int function. The whole number whatever given by the user is converted to integer and assigned to num variable. The num variable, we have the number whatever the number assigned by the user. Okay, enter a, suppose I have just write the condition integer number. Currently further we will handle and discuss everything. Okay, so enter a integer number and write the integer, when the user is inputted the integer number, that number is converted to int. Because why I have converted, if a user enter integer number, then why we need to convert integer? Some person asked or someone understood like that. That's why I'm clarifying. Whatever the number taking by input function, that is by default string. That's why I am converting that integer, that is string number to int format for the calculation. Okay, so I'm converting to integer. Okay, and assigning in num variable. So I have just need to write the condition. If the num, whatever the number is greater than 0, if the number is greater than 0, then that means, that means and one more condition, if number modulo operator 2 equal to 0, then print even number, even number. I'm using the nested if. Okay, and operator things whatever already I've discussed. Okay, now if the condition, if the condition, if condition is true, then print even number. Otherwise from here, else print odd number, just print odd number. Okay, if this condition is true, that means the number is greater than 0, means the number is greater than 0 means 1 2 3 4 5 like that. Then if this condition is true, then come here and check the this using num divide modulo 2 is equal to 0, and no remainder, that is even number. Else if this condition is true, that print even number. If this condition is false, then else will be printed odd number. Okay, odd number. And if this condition is true, then come under this inner if else block. Otherwise if this condition is false, then come here to the else block and print number is 0 or negative. Okay, like that we can print. Okay, when we execute and input the number, suppose I printed 2 and just press enter, then the message is printed even number. When again executing this one and passing 5 and press enter, then printing odd number. Okay, and when again executing this one and printing 0, number is 0 or negative. And one more time I am executing, if I am inputting -1 and print number is 0 or negative. Okay, Then using this you can understand the if nested if else block. Okay, and if else elif else, like that we need to do. You can understand. I think you understood the concept of conditional statement, if else and elif. Now go to the Visual Studio or cloud based editor and solve the some example, do the some practices, and using these conditional statements. Okay, and you proper understand the concept of these all things. Okay. Okay, in next video we'll discuss the looping statement. Okay. Okay, that's all. Thank you for this. Okay, bye.